Hi traders, welcome to the full market analysis for the 18th of March. Markets are pretty quiet ahead of the FOMC decision tomorrow at 6 p.m. GMT. Remember that? The FOMC decision, they expect interest rates to remain the same, but the market doesn't know that. So do expect the dollar to remain sideways. Before I go into the full market analysis, I'll give you the trailing stops as well, and to help you if you are trading at your own risk, of course. A couple of questions come in from the VIP room, and thank you so much for the questions. It helps me a lot to put things together. I don't know what you don't know, so I can help you using my 35 years of experience. So here we go. This is the euro dollar. The first thing I want to talk about is the 1, 2, 3 system using a 50% retracement on the fibs and then a 50% extension on the fibs. Quite a nice way to trade. So on the advanced pro charts, we often have what we call change of characters or break of structures. So these are really important because as we get a 1, 2, 3, they might not be so obvious in the beginning. But let me explain. So there's your 1, there's your 2, and then you have the 3, which is the trade. It's not gone up a lot, but we can use the fibs to actually get a strict entry and a strict exit if you like that way of trading. Totally up to you. I'm much more relaxed. I hold my positions and I just let them go. I come back at the end of the day. I move my stop according to the risk. So the first thing, let me get rid of this first of all, just so we start again. Let's get rid of that so we start again. All right, so once you have the change of character or break of structure, everything goes green in this instance. And this works particularly well when you have a parabolic trend, which is euro dollar is in a parabolic trend. You can check it on the daily, you can check it on the 4 hour, you can check it on the 2 hour, etc. So once we know that, we can know that the price is upwards and we're only looking for buys. So once you get that situation where you have a break of structure or change of character, then we can actually use that information to get into the position. So let's go ahead and do this. So the first thing what we need to know is when the price is finished and it's going to have a pullback, that's the 1 and then the 2. We want to grab our fib retracement tool on the left top, fib retracement, and you want to take it from the bottom of the previous swing low to the top of that swing high. So this produces a line, and you have a 618 retracement and you have a 50% retracement. Both of those are interesting. Draw a line there, draw a line there. And then the next thing I'm going to do is do a 50% fib extension. This is this tool here, trend-based fib extension. And you're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to take this bottom of this swing high, flick it to the top of that previous swing high, and then you have your target, which is a Fibonacci extension of 109.50. So once you get the pullback down here, your entry point here is the 50% retracement, and your stop is the support line there. Now your target is the 50% there, so 109.50, and so therefore your risk is 5 times risk, and your risk is 16 pips as opposed to 80 pips target. All right, so it's well worth actually having a look at the change of character or the break of structure within the trend, because it's a highly lucrative way of trading. This can work on the 30-minute, this can work on the 1 hour once the software catches up. There you go. So it doesn't matter what time frame you're on, 30-minute or 1 hour, doesn't matter. The numbers are the same, of course, because you're using Fibonacci retracements and then Fibonacci extensions. Hopefully you find that useful. Let's go back to our normal chart. So now I've gone back to the euro dollar, which is parabolic to the upside. We expect this to go higher. We don't know, but we expect it to go higher because of our charts, advanced pro charts. If you don't have them, just contact me, we'll get them to you. And so one of the questions coming in was that what time frames do we use? Well, for me personally, I prefer the daily, the 4 hour, the 2 hour. But once you know that the daily is trending, you don't need it. You don't just see it. It's not going to change instantly. It will probably take 2 weeks for it to change. So you can go down to the 4 hour, you can go down to the 2 hour. So that's your trending situation on the euro dollar. Now you can, if you wish, just use the 4 hour and the 2 hour and the 1 hour to get into entries, but better to know what the daily is doing. Better to know that it's in a trend, because that's the most powerful trend there is. Okay? Because otherwise you may get a trade on the 4 hour and the 2 hour, which says buy, and the daily says sell, and then you get stopped out and you wonder why. All right? So just be a bit cautious about that. But it is a personal thing. It's subjective as to what you should do, what you would do. Personally, I would take it top-down analysis, daily, 4 hour, 2 hour, and then what we can do actually, we actually look at the 30-minute chart on the euro dollar. So once we have that situation, let's do that now. So let's go down to the 30-minute chart on the euro dollar. We're not seeing anything going on today, by the way, ahead of the FOMC. So one of the things we can use is the information on the oscillator, which gives us information as to where the price is in terms of price cycle. Price cycle is important, but it's not crucial unless you're a swing trader. Now, if you're a trend trader like me, I'm not particularly interested in the price cycle, because I might have a quick look, as I did this morning on the euro dollar, and we did have a swing low down here. If you can see this here, we had a swing low here, and then all the buyers came in, and that rallied. Now the volumes have dropped down. But what you can do, of course, is have a look at this here, this position here. You can use the fib retracement and the extension. You can see that the price has got a swing low there, so it's highly likely it's going to remain within that trend and then send you to your target, as it did. So entering the position as a day trade is quite a good idea if that's what you want to do. Hopefully that's helpful. So let's go back to the market. So this is how I manage my trade. There's no stress, there's no pressure. I'm not particularly interested in what's going on in the market, except that I know I'm with the trend. And so what I do here, I just simply move my stop to the bottom of this support line here on the 2 hour. And what I know from this is we do have a major support area here at 108.75. That's the fib retracement from this point here, and so we do expect the price to maybe pull back a little bit before the FOMC decision, before it starts to rally again, if that's the way it wants to go. Of course, the fundamentals can obviously change direction at any time, but as technicians, this is the only really thing I'm interested in at the moment. Now, what will happen during the next 24 hours before the FOMC decision, this line here, the support area, will actually get closer and closer to the market. So even though I bought back here somewhere, the actual risk will become zero. So whatever happens tomorrow probably won't even matter, because it's either going to fly and make a lot of money, or it's going to get stopped out, and I'm going to risk absolutely nothing. So in this instance, if you are long euro dollar, your stop should be 108.60. Let's go through the markets, and as we can see, we don't need the daily, because I know this is down to a parabolic trend. Eventually the advanced pro charts catches up. As you can see, it's starting to bottom out a little bit, but we still have market structure to the downside, so that's why the dollar across the board is hesitating. The yen futures looking very mixed indeed. Wouldn't trade yens at all until we get clarity. What I mean by that, the 4 hour is up, yet look at the 2 hour, all over the place, don't even bother. Swiss franc futures is continuing strong, which is causing the Swiss pairs to weaken a little bit, but no parabolic trends are in play as yet, which is very unusual actually. Don't really see this very often. S&P 500 is still down. It's still down, as I mentioned yesterday, heading for 5239. As long as we've got market structure, you can sell this all day long. Just move your stop. You can enter these positions at any time. Just control your stop loss by having the price just above this red line, and you'll stay in the price till target 5239. Nasdaq is the only other one. Let's just have a quick look at the Dow. Yeah, that's mixed. So this is what you don't want to trade. We did have a bit of divergence last week on a position, and it did start to rally, but we can see that this is not something that we're interested in, and you can see why. This is not parabolic. Nasdaq, however, is parabolic. As we can see, the market structure is all red, and we have lots of resistance lines here. So we do expect the price to fall, so you can sell this and your stop is above 20.058. Silver's trending up, as mentioned yesterday. There's a rally going on here, heading for $35.84. You can buy this anytime. Just move your stop. Stop is $33.41. Gold is mixed today. Actually, go into the software. Let's have a look at that. Probably easier. Yeah, so this is the gold on steroid software. You should have it by now. If you don't, let me know. We can have a rally. We have a buy on the left. An outside bar, for those who don't know, this is where the price has come outside the channel, is highly significant, and it just means that the price is either going to reverse, either going to have a correction, or simply go sideways. So it's a good exit strategy if you are long this position. Several positions could have had this a few times overnight, and this morning long there at 3013, another buy signal at 3026. So as you can see, this is not a tradable event because one is saying sell, the 5 minute, one is selling buy. So stay away. Euro dollar to the upside, as previously mentioned, move your stop to 108.60. Just relax. Don't stress about trading. It's not worth it. Go play golf and just move your stop once a day. Pound USD, again, move your stop to 129.24. Aussie USD, move your stop to 63.20. So therefore you'll have a zero risk, pretty much a zero risk position on that. Kiwi, move your stop to 57, what is that number? 57.70. For me, what's really important is it holds on to market structure. There is a support area here, as you can see this down here on the 4-hour chart. As long as it holds on to that, then I'm quite happy to hold it. I'd like to see this price held at 57.70, but who knows. US Canadian has gone changed character, so we do expect a pullback up. We've got this stage 1 in play now, so you're going to see the price do something like this. We can do a 50% fib, can't we? Do it on the 4-hour, shall we? If I can grab it. There's the 50% fib retracement on the 4-hour. Let's do the extension. Same thing. So we can draw a line on the fib extension, 50% here. So we can go short here. That line would be perfect. Probably won't work out that way. But something like this, and then something like this. All right, little trick there. So price label, where's that number? 143.58. Stop 144.20. Target 141.80. That's a really nice number. So you can sell at 143.50, 143.20. These round numbers are fantastic. 0, 20, 50, 80, really important numbers in trading. So you can go a little bit lower than that if you want. 50 and then 141.80. So you can actually trade that at your leisure. So what else? Oh, Euro Canadian. I was looking at this. Still long this, by the way. But it's not doing anything. The only reason I've got this, let me just show you this daily 4 hour. There you go. So we do expect, I did put this in a VIP room earlier today, I do expect the price to break at some stage on this 4 hour chart. Nice pullback within a trend-ish. Been previously rallying, hasn't it? So we do expect it to come back in. However, we can see on the 2 hour chart, if we do this, we can see we don't have any breaker structure yet. So it's up to you. You can wait for that break. And what I will personally be doing, I'll be holding on to this position. I've quite a very tight stop actually, but then I'll be opening another position once this breaks. And what happens here with the Advanced Pro charts, this goes down, something like this, and then the price does that. So you won't be entering here, you'll be entering much closer to the market once it breaks. We're not seeing any volume at the moment. New Zealand Canadian should be long. This been long for a while, and we're going to move our stop to 82.60. 82.60 is okay, isn't it? But this is typical of a parabolic trend. This is daily, this is 2 hour, this is 4 hour. As we can see, all the buyers won't be in, of course, because there's no volume. Aussie New Zealand, you should be short this and short it some time ago. We can see everything is short. Nice pullback here. So now hitting a support line, but continued downtrend is likely. So we can go to the 2 hour chart. We can say this is going down, down, down. The yens aren't trending, so there's nothing really going on there. So the ones to watch are Aussie New Zealand, New Zealand Canadian, Euro Canadian waiting for a break, US Canadian looking for a pull back up to sell, Kiwi long, Aussie USD long, Pound USD long, Euro dollar long, gold long-ish. Have a great day.